everybody. I wanted to talk to you about one of my top five favorite found footage movies. I did Hell House LLC, I did The Last Exorcism, The Blair Witch Project, and this one's also in the top five category. It's called The Borderlands, or aka The Final Prayer. It's a British found footage movie, horror movie. It's a movie about a team of investigators of the Vatican who are there to investigate a claim that if it's a miracle or not. And the tech guy is not a believer, so he's not from the church. You got two people from the church and one just a hired tech guy, and his name is Robin Hall, and he looks and talks exactly like John Oliver. He John Oliver, Late Show with John Oliver. He's in comedies. If you know John Oliver, this guy he can be his brother. It's actually every time he opens his mouth, I'm laughing. This guy, his remarks, and this movie, I mean, so they is great. It's great. It's not as much as a jump scare there, jump scare this. It's more of a build up of suspense, but also a build up of characters between Gray, which is the tech guy, and Deacon, and then you have the realtor janitor guy, who is the boss of this project. He's kind of a douchebag, but there's a bond between Deacon and Gray. I like the bond, and they're telling, in a pub about where Gray saw this news article about stigmata, and Deacon said he was there for it and it was fake. And he said, "Man, how can you fake stigmata with holes in his hands?" Apparently, the mother did it every day until she got septic. What's it called? When the blood is poisoned, septic blood, and she died. And then she said to Deacon, "Now you can call my daughter a saint." So that's just a crazy ass mom who does that to her children. I mean, so it's more of a bonding kind of movie. The characters. The characters are really well developed, and there is a sort of tension hanging in the air, an atmosphere hanging in the air, that this town is kind of, yeah, it was a pagan. The church was built on a pagan ground, the pagan gods, so evil gods, and you can feel there is an atmosphere that nobody wants them there. So it's kind of like the town is in on it and are all pagan believers, or they're just really don't want to have outsiders there. So because at some point the priest of the church who has the claim, he commits suicide because he starts to think that it's not a claim of God, but a claim from something else, something evil. And of course, after that, they get even more blamed. And I mean, the people are they go to the pub and they, get booed out. And Deacon is kind of a short-tempered guy. I mean, there's a scene like I said, I like animals. There's the sound of a sheep being set on fire. I always I always rewind it past it because I don't want to hear that sound. It's so fucked up that a bunch of kids did that, and oh fuck, man. And the fact is that they pass these kids, and one guy is doing this. Deacon go up to him and smacks him in the head. Punch. I mean, he gives one on the chin. I mean, Gray's like, you shouldn't have done that. Yeah, you should have done that. That kid had to learn some respect. I mean, what the fuck? Putting a sheep on fire? Who the fuck are the sociopaths? Jesus Christ. But like I said, Deacon has a short temper. Also, when people are sort of starting to boot him out, he says, "We were invited here," and he's this and that, and he's almost getting in a fight in the pub. But he believes that something more is going on, and the realtor janitor, Mark is his name, doesn't. He's more of a skeptic. He doesn't believe. The guy, it's weird. It's almost, he does believe in Jesus Christ, but he doesn't believe in miracles and or things like that. So, you know what I mean? And he comes straight from the Vatican. So, the ending is really, really cool. It's an ending that's pretty gruesome. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. If you are a found footage fan, really see this movie. Like I said, great character development. There is this air of tension and atmosphere in the movie. You don't get, it's a slow build, but there are small details like a tombstone that says something like Mary Lee. He goes the Gray. He's smoking a cigarette. He turns away, looks back at the tombstone, and there's Gray Parker on the tombstone, 2013, and he doesn't really see it, and he looks away again, and it's again Mary Lee. So there are certain elements put in there. It's like I said, it's pretty well made movie, and the way they handle it is really professional, and the ending is pretty fucked up. Pretty fucked up. Yeah, I never seen such a thing, such an ending. But I'm not gonna spoil it. I really not. This is something you really have to see on your own. I can guarantee you, if you, it's a slow build, but if you like character development, good character development, a slow build up, but there's tension and atmosphere in the air. You know, there's something happening. There's something there, and the ending is a great payoff to that slow build up. You should watch The Borderlands, or AKA The Final Prayer. It's from 2013, right? Usually I saw it under The Final Prayer, but you at a screening DVD that I got from somebody, but you can find it on Shudder, I think, for The Borderlands. I'm not sure, but it does have two titles. It can be confusing, but really watch it. Good movie.